This is the story of how I ran the world's largest marathon in one of the world's biggest cities, all with a 4-centimeter brain tumor that almost killed me and impacted my health for most of my life. It was one of the hardest and probably one of the dumbest things that I've done. But hey, on this channel, that's kind of what we do.
Sounds drive.
Okay, let's just step back for a second and figure out why I even did this in the first place. Growing up, I was always an active kid. I would play sports and soccer fairly often, but suddenly in high school, I noticed that I was gaining a ton of weight. I was not growing like the kids around me, and I had a ton of really severe headaches that were fairly frequent almost every week.
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
I went to a number of doctors for second, third, and fourth opinions, and no one could really give me a straight answer as to what was wrong with me. Many of them kind of brushed me aside. Others said I need to lay off the potato chips and the juice. So suffice it to say, I was pretty bummed with all of this news. I thought there was something that I wasn't doing. But about 10-ish years ago, I had a series of seizures that essentially put me in the hospital. And after a week of being hospitalized, I was finally diagnosed with a brain tumor. The tumor was found where my brain and my pituitary met. It pushed up against my optic nerve, which really impacted my vision. And it was 4 centimeters in diameter, which apparently is pretty big. Beyond that, it was just super scary to think that the thing that gives me my personality, the thing that allows me to think and feel and make my money, was the thing that was under attack. Because the tumor developed in my teens, I didn't really go through the key development stages like other teenagers typically go through. So, as an example, I had not developed muscle for a 5 to 6 year period of time. My growth was stunted. I essentially felt like I was like a 20-something in a 15-year-old's body, which sucked.
How old are you?
7, but I look a lot older.
God bless you.
I went to doctors again now that I was diagnosed. Many of them discouraged me from doing anything too strenuous. Specifically, they mentioned a marathon. However, if you know me, you know that I'm stubborn. So that's where my why comes from. Running a marathon became my act of defiance. It wasn't just a way to get fit, it was my way of giving the middle finger to crappy circumstances outside of my control and regaining control of my life. I didn't just want to finish a marathon, I wanted to do well. So the goal that I set for myself was to finish the New York Marathon in 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, it's really easy to just decide to run a marathon. It's much harder to actually do it. And the hardest part of running a marathon isn't the actual race itself, it's training. So let's talk a little bit about how I trained. So I'll keep this part quick. I actually think training for a marathon is simpler than it seems. And it comes down to, I think, 4 workouts a week. There's 3 runs and there's 1 day of strength training. The 3 runs include a tempo run, a easy or recovery run, and a long run, arguably the most important run of the week. A tempo run or speed day usually is like an 8 to 10 mile run where you are essentially running at varied paces or certain intervals. So you could be running for 2 miles at your 10K pace or your half marathon pace, and then an active recovery for like a minute or 30 seconds. And you're doing that for like 5 to 6 to 7 intervals. The last run, again, one of the most important, is your long run. But the idea behind this run is it's your longest run of the week, and you should be increasing the distance you go every week by around 10% until you hit approximately like 70 to 80% of the distance of a full marathon. So that was an overview of training, and here's a sneak peek of how my training went.
I'm about 4K in. Stay tuned as I get through this. It's exhausting, it's not that fun, but we're gonna get through it. This wind is killing me. Jesus! I'm only 5'4", I'm gonna blow away. training for a stupid marathon again with this girl who drags me into everything. How do you feel?
Shitty, but we're doing it.
I don't know why. Kilometer 13 of 30. So got 17 more to go. Look at that nipple bleed. But we did it. We did 32K despite the nipple. 18.5 kilometers in, starting to lose some steam. But we're doing this. We did not finish my run. I had a nipple that was chafing really badly. So I think I have a bleeding nipple. So I stopped. But also, I was just really tired. Going up the biggest damn hill ever. My positive attitude's gone. It's gonna be so hard. Kilometer 9. I'm feeling fantastic. I think it's the K-pop. It's literally the only thing that's different. Talk to you later. Here in New York, just arrived. A little bit tired, pretty stressed from work. But we're here. I'm super nervous but excited. And yeah, ready to go. How you feeling? I'm excited. Excited to.
Well, I want to kill you because I look like shit.
You know, you look good. Cooking some good food.
Can you really? You're like,
No,
this is not
this
the
is
thing.
good candid. This is good candid. Grabbing t-shirts. Grabbing t-shirts. So many people here. Bibs. Bibs. Consumerism.
Hey everyone, guess what? The first time runner!
Ending in Central Park. On our way to the Shakeout Run with my sister, who's annoyed that I'm filming everything.
No, I love it.
I want to look like this guy when I'm older. When I what? 40 is 40, right? 40. When I'm 40, I want to look like this guy. No, I don't believe that. 40, I don't believe that. Okay, finishing up the shakeout. How do you feel?
Feel great.
How are the legs feeling?
Feel great.
This was more energy than I expected, but feel great.
Last time I told Dad that like I was like top whatever 10% of the women, and he's like, why so bad? Why couldn't you go to the top?
This is immigrant parents. That's how it goes.
I know the Kenyan lady is going to be first.
Yeah. We're at Brooklyn Circus, a steak clothing store. Preparing for the bus. It's gonna take us to where? Staten Island, where the start line is. What bridge is this?
What bridge is this area?
Oh, there's Verrazano. Verrazano Bridge. That in the Brooklyn. This bagel sucks. But I'm in here. Bunch of people chilling. We out here picking up clothing off the street that we're gonna ditch. Mile 3? Mile 2. Let's get ready at the corral. I'm nervous.
Now is the time to congratulate you. Anyone who has ever run a marathon knows that the hardest part is getting to the starting line.
Scary. Scary. On the Verrazano Bridge. This feels too good. We're on a downhill right now. I'm suspicious of how good this feels. So far so good. Over here, running with a banana. This is New York. We just entered Brooklyn, my sister's home, feeling patriotic about Brooklyn. Brooklyn for life.
Welcome to Brooklyn!
Just past 5K, but 24 minutes, 30 seconds on pace. Here we go. Okay, past 10K, a quarter of the way in, going a little faster than I expected, but YOLO, YOLO. Okay, halfway, half marathon done, halfway to go. Went faster than expected in the first half, so slowing down a little bit. Here we go. We went from loud crowds to just the sound of our footsteps. It's kind of eerie, but also kind of cool. Kilometer 24, here we go. Beauty, beautiful. We're back together. 18 kilometers down. Point of no return. We ran the first 18 with our heads. Well, not me. And we're gonna win. Gonna run the last with our hearts. Because that's all we fucking have now. Okay, bye. Kilometer 38, baby. I'm in the pain cave. I've been in the pain cave since 32. But this is what we train for. To pass our fucking limits. That's what I'm doing. Take the mark. Almost there, almost there, buddy. Almost there. We're doing it. It's beautiful.
It was at this point that my body was screaming. I wanted nothing more than to stop. But the thought of my wife, my sister, my family, my friends all kept me going. That and the deep desire to prove wrong all of the doctors who told me I couldn't do this also kept me going.
Hi, I'm back. I'm back on the channel.
We just finished. How do you feel?
I feel,
Bling bling.
you know what?
Money
We
anything?
fucking killed it. So,
Fucking killed it.
you know, we don't feel the greatest. It was full send,
Feel like shit.
but we left fucking nothing behind.
Nothing behind.
So no regret.
So I did it. I finished the New York Marathon in 3 hours and 31 minutes. It was soul crushing. I was 1 minute off my goal. I feel very sad about it, but also just super proud about finishing and running with my sister and getting through this process. There's 3 big takeaways that I want to leave you with. The first is don't let circumstances determine your destiny. Whether you were born into a challenging home or have a really difficult health situation, those are all really valid, challenging things, but feel free to be stubborn about it. Don't let something outside of your control determine how you truly want to live your life. Number 2, push past your limit. This is super cliche. If you watch anime, this is probably the most used phrase. The only way to truly know what your limit is to push yourself to it. And the only way to grow is to push yourself past it. So push yourself to the limit and beyond. The third piece is think about the people in your life. They are usually your why. When things get tough in life, especially in my life, thinking about my wife or my family or my friends and the people who believe in me and rely on me, they are my source of strength, and I suspect that's probably the case for a lot of people. So I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for more stories about trying stuff, from running marathons to experimenting with AI to building really cool things. That's what this channel is about. Later.